I'd like to welcome this week to the Metal Shop 101, Adam and Corey of Everfelt. What's going on, guys?
What's up, my
What's
man?
up, brother?
Not much, man. Just trying to make it through this evil weather we've been having.
It's been unpredictable, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, Adam, let me ask you, how did you come up with the name Everfelt for the band? How did that get started? I'll ask you that.
Yeah, so Everfelt was born of actually my best friend Charles Lingerfelt. I wrote my first album with him when I was 19. We had a band called Clinch. It was just him and I. He did all the music, and I did the vocals and lyrics. And we did a lot of music over the years. But in 2021, 2019, we had a project called Angerfelt, and he passed away from cancer in
Oh,
2021. And I wanted him to be forever felt in any music I'm a part of moving forward in my life. And his name being Lingerfeld, and with us having Angerfeld, and me wanting him to be forever felt, that's kind of where the idea came from. And now, 3 years in, we've been a band since 2022. Now it's become about, have you ever felt music like this before?
okay.
And don't be afraid to, to venture into new realms and new horizons so that you can experience the unknown. So yeah.
Very cool. Very cool, man. All right.
Thank you.
Stern Awake, your new album that just got released, man. How's it been received? Pretty good. I
Pretty
mean,
good.
Yeah, man.
it's pretty
Yeah.
been described as a cinematic, you know,
That's
style
what we're
album.
after.
What's that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what we're after.
Right.
Yeah, we really like to create the atmosphere. We like to tell a story. And then at the same time, lyrically, I really, Stirring to Wake is philosophically about, going to that place between waking and dreaming, and being willing to take that journey within to the soul. It's really about stirring to wake the soul. We're really like soul metal. It's kind of like what we do, both lyrically and in the music. We really like to transport the listener somewhere. So, but we also like to kick you in the face, with songs like Sludge and Inside My Mind, and so yeah, and we have, we can definitely hear our blues foundation, I think, in some of the music.
Right.
But we definitely have like we call it psychedelic groove metal.
Yeah, it's definitely different. I mean, how do you go about blending like the '90s grunge sound, soul with aggressive modern metal? I mean, it's a pretty unique
Really,
thing.
I
It's
would have to
definitely different. That's for sure.
thank you, man. I'd have to, give credit to Corey for that, in a
Okay.
lot of ways because Corey has like a David Gilmour metal type sound with like Randy Rhoads splashed in, and so because of that, he naturally brings that to the table songwriting wise, and really likes the. I think Corey really likes the transport and taking people somewhere too. So, and then I was always really influenced. I grew up listening to Morrison and Staley and Weiland and Cornell, and they were all my grand Maynard. They're all great influences on me. Jonathan Davis, and so finding Corey really opened the door for both of us to start. And he was the first guitarist I've ever. And I've been in a lot of bands, and he was the first guitarist I ever worked with that wasn't just trying to write music and say sing something to it. He was trying to write music that worked for the vocals that I was already doing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so in so doing, we've learned how to channel the music together.
Right. Very cool. Well, Corey, I mean, you definitely have like a blues style, grunge style guitar playing, which is pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
I've been playing guitar since I was about 10 or 11, 11 or 12, something like that, 10 or 11. And I mean, I grew up with, of course, in the 80s and stuff, but I've listened to all the 70s music a lot. And I brought that Pink Floyd, that just all that stuff you hear in the 70s, and, the blues, and all my heroes, David Gilmour.
Right.
It's a lot. And as I grew up a little older, I was introduced to Slayer, and I was a big Slayer fan, and just
Good deal.
King Bang Mountain, I was really into, and of course, early Metallica was a big
Right.
influence. I'm a big Doors fan too, for that psychedelic, Pink Floyd atmospheric sound.
Right. Very cool. Very cool. Uh, let me see what else I want to do here. Frostbite. Epic One. This track is described as having a cinematic undertone. Want to walk us through that a little bit?
Yeah, man. Epic One was, I guess we probably started writing that song about 2 years ago. And for me, Epic One really, yeah, and it had to be the opening song because it really has that sweeping saga type of sound. We really, to me, it really brings you back to that 80s prog feel almost, but also real vocals. You can understand everything we're saying, that's big for me. I care about that. I care about you being able to understand what we do, and for the listener to really be able to take in the message, but also really get lost in the song. And Epic One really is like, in my opinion, one of our best songs on the album when it comes to like telling a story with both intro and outro and then even the breakdown. For us, it's one of the most complete songs on the album.
Right.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Definitely.
You worked with Shelby Preckless, a Loud and Clear studio.
Yep.
Yeah, he's amazing.
How did that
Amazing dude.
How did that partnership refine the haze and the heaviness that you
Man,
were looking for?
We were, you know why it came out so good, the album, because we were so relaxed with Shelby.
Right.
I can go.
Yeah.
It's like me recording him in my own house, right here on my own couch. That's how relaxed I am with him. And that's why we can
Yeah.
do this beautiful music and just transport ourselves into this music that we play and be relaxed, not so tense, and be who we are in the studio. And it's so relaxing. I can't ask for anything better.
Right. Well, it definitely.
Yeah, man. We
Definitely a great mix, man. I mean, it's caught my attention, that's for sure.
awesome. Oh yeah, I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, it's very comfortable.
Right.
Yeah, and we recorded that album in 2 weekends, and so we were able to stay there both weekends, the whole band, and we recorded in 2 weekends, and then over the next month when we were done recording, Shelby was working with us back and forth with the mix. He'd send it to us, we'd send him our notes, he'd send it back, we'd send more notes, and he was very adaptable and applicable to the idea of allowing the musician to have something to do with the final product. Instead of just being like, okay, you're paying me for this time, I'm going to do what I want to do with your music, and here's the sound, because sometimes you experience that, but
He's into our
he wasn't
music.
like that at all. Yeah, and he really dug what we were doing, and that really matters. When the people you're working with care and love the music the way you do, it makes them work even better and harder at it. I think, and at least for us, I know it does. But I also want to talk about Epic One. Lyrically, that song's really about being willing to realize that in order to rise, you must first fall. And you will find that path through self-discovery and being willing to brave the gray areas, the unknown areas of your own self. And you will fall in that process, but that's how you learn to rise.
Right, exactly. So, I don't know. You got anything you want to add in here?
Yeah, man. So we just released our official music video for Stranger 3 days ago, and we did that with Archlight Studios, two production companies, two amazing artists out of Paducah, Kentucky, same place we recorded our album. They had been following us for like 2 years, and they reached out. They wanted to, not only use our music but also have us perform. And anyway, if you get a chance to check it out, we're at everfelt.net. We have our own website. Everything you want to know about us is there. You can see the new music video, all of our new music, all of our links, everything's there. And we got a lot of shows coming up. We're booked all the way into August right now. We actually even have a show into September. And we're playing a lot of live shows in the St. Louis and the Midwest area. So if you're around, come see us. Because for us, playing live and being able to put a show on is, for me and Corey, I will speak for. We love that even more than the recording and all that. We want to play the shows. So I know Danny, our drummer, he loves both, but he really loves the recording process. I love it too, but honestly, there's nothing better than experiencing the music with the people in the crowd and just having that experience and getting to do it with the fans is everything to us. So
right, very cool. Let me ask you this. Go ahead,
most
Corey.
definitely.
Go ahead, Corey.
No, I said me and Adam, we really feed off the crowd. So if there's a bigger crowd and they're into it, you're going to see me and Adam do things we've never done before.
Right.
Every time, man.
That's right, man.
It is. It's that way. More crowd, the energy. We get that. We get that. Like, oh my gosh, here we go, and we play like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's what you got to
Yeah.
do. I mean, you got to put your heart and soul into it. You know, and
Yeah, man.
there's some bands out there that do, such as yourselves. I mean, I could tell by the music on the album, and you know, there's some bands that just get up there and play and be like, all right, give me my money, see you later. You know, but there's a lot of
Yeah.
bands out there that put a lot of heart and soul into what they do, and they love what they do. But it's like,
Hey, if you're after money, you'll never win in this business, and you'll never make it. If you're after money, you
Oh,
might as
yeah.
well give up now, because
no,
you better like it for what you do and your
That's a
passion.
fact.
And
Right.
now I'm telling you right now, if it don't make you sleep better at night, don't do it.
right, exactly. Let me ask you this:
That's right. That's a fact, man.
with the album finally out and being accepted pretty well, what's one goal for Everfelt before to conquer before the end of 2026?
Well, right now we have when I first met Corey, he had a bucket list of places he wanted to play, and one of them was Pops in St. Louis. We just played our third show there. Now we played 2 shows there this year already. We got a show coming up in April at the Sovereign, the biggest, nicest venue we've ever booked. We built the whole show. We got some awesome shows coming up, and we've got 10 more songs we're working on for our next album. We're going to be releasing at the end of this year.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And we just released our first official music video, so we working on our next one. But for 2026, if there was one more thing we could add to it, we really want to open for a headlining band. We want to open for a national touring band, and we want to get that opportunity to do that. That's one thing that we haven't got the chance to do, and I think that we would not only bring a great, sonic opportunity for the listeners there at their crowd, but also we bring some people too, and we're down to travel to make it happen. So
Right.
we just want to play our music, and if the gas is covered, we're there.
Very cool. Let me ask you this, and I ask every band this: what's your take on the AI music these days? With it running rabid,
Oh man,
with it
Oh, man.
running rabid through the music scene, it's ridiculous.
So here's what I gotta say about this.
it's very ridiculous.
I think, okay, it seems like it's pretty easy. You can do it on your phone on an app.
Right.
Okay, here it is. That is almost not. It's fake as can be, because I'm not going to be able to play live show unless I take my phone and plug it up to the PA, and that's the music I did. You're never going to be able to play a live show.
Right.
Okay? 'Cause I see all these people putting AI stuff.
Yeah.
You say, look at all these albums I'm making. I'm like, are you ever going to perform this live? You know, they're like, no. And then what? Then I don't understand.
What are you doing?
I don't get it either.
For me,
I don't understand.
for me, I think I don't either. I think that I think that music is not a prompt of words.
Right.
It just isn't. And so everything is vibration, so everything is music if you want to look at it that way. But at the same time, to take something and for AI to create a song based on a paragraph of words that you write, right? And then it creates this entire song based on a paragraph of words that you write, and then you put that out as your song that you created. That's actually that's false advertisement, because you didn't create that song. A
Right.
computer program did.
Right. Exactly.
That's all there is to it. You wrote a paragraph.
And the
You
thing
wrote a paragraph.
Right. The thing that's sad is I see these AI songs popping up, and they're getting 2 million, 3 million, 4 million clicks on a song. I mean, that's just it's insane. I mean, I've seen people like, wow, man, check out this
It
new
blows my
band.
mind.
That's AI, dude. That ain't a band.
Someday people are going to
Yeah.
pay big money for live music,
Right. Exactly.
real music instead of
Yeah.
AI music. Someday, just any band's going to get paid a lot
Yeah.
of money just because it's a real live person.
Right. Now you
And
guys are up in
Crazy.
Illinois, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Southern Illinois.
What's the local music scene like up there?
In Southern Illinois, where we live, it's mostly cover bands and rockabilly music. But we actually play a lot of shows in St. Louis. If you were to Google us, we're considered a St. Louis-based band.
Yeah.
But the St. Louis scene is amazing. We've had nothing but amazing shows. That's where most of our shows are booked this year, and last year too, actually. Because we play all original music. We don't play any covers. We never have since day one. It was our policy. We play no covers. If and when we make it to that level where we can actually pay homage to the one that came before, where it's on that, then maybe we'll consider doing that. But at this point, I don't know about you, but if you've ever played in a band before, you'll find yourself playing originals and covers. And then when you go to the next venue and you got people following you around, they're asking you to play the covers. It's like, dude, I got originals too. So we just said no more covers because we've done that all our lives. We all grew up playing like other bands. We all grew up singing like other singers, and that's how we learned.
Right.
But there comes a time in every musician's life where you have to say, okay, I'm gonna have to put put it to the metal and actually see what I can create here.
Right.
And then and I'll tell you what, if you take that leap, you'll never look back. You'll be so happy you
Right.
did.
Well,
And I've never looked back since I was young.
right. Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's all about creativity and, putting your heart and soul
Yeah.
into a song, whether it be about something that
Yeah.
happened to you or whatever. Because I tell my listeners all the time, music is a powerful medicine. It's a powerful tool. However you want to look at it, it can get you through good times. It can get you through the bad times. But, if there's no,
That's right.
I mean, we have the same cover band syndrome here, where every weekend is packed with cover
Yeah.
bands, and there's no vaccine for it. It's insane. And it's just, but
No vaccine.
I'd rather go see an original band such as yourselves. So if you guys ever make it up my neck of the woods, I'll definitely be there. But I'd
Oh,
rather
yeah.
go see an original band that I know or that I play on the show than go see, cover bands. It's ridiculous. So
Yeah.
Well, I told Corey, we have 13 songs out there in the ether now. Our debut EP we released in 2024, and then this album we just released. And we're working on another 10-song album to be released at the end of the year. And then we'll have 23 songs out there. Then, in about a year from now, we can just become a cover band for Everfelt. We just become an Everfelt cover band.
there you go.
And then we might, and then we're technically a cover band. I mean, right? I mean,
Right.
yeah.
Very cool.
No, we'll just keep doing originals, man. I tell Corey all the time, imagine if we could just do this for a living where every day we just go to the studio and write songs. We would have, I don't know how many albums. It would be insane. We're trying to do an album a year. So.
Right. Well, that's the thing, too. I know a lot of independent artists. And the thing with technology nowadays is you have to stay in everybody's face every day, every minute, every hour. I mean, I know
Yes,
independent artists that are out there
it's crazy.
cutting TikTok videos all day long, just to keep the momentum going. I don't know. I think technology's ruined a lot of the music scene because, you get these really cool flyers on Facebook and then, the venue's like so small and and nobody goes to see the shows. And one of my biggest pet peeves when I go to a show, and it drives me absolutely bonkers, is people that watch the show through their cell phone.
Yeah. That's
Because
Yeah.
they're
Yeah, that's
streaming
great.
it live. I go in, I take
Yeah.
a few pictures of each band, and that's it, man. I want to watch the show. I don't want to sit there with my phone, up in their face all day
Yeah.
trying to get clicks.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Some bands don't even allow you to have the phones. I know when I went to see
I don't
Tool,
know how old you are.
we weren't allowed.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I said, I don't know how old you are, but we didn't have cell phones whenever we went to concerts back in the day.
Oh, no.
So,
I'm 58.
how old are you?
58.
How old are you?
58.
Well, yeah. So those kids don't even know about cell phones. So
No,
we didn't have to do that. There was no fucking even cell phone. Hell, we had to use the old Roy McNally map.
That's
We didn't have
man.
GPS even.
That's it.
Yeah, I remember the Rand McNally.
Rand McNally.
Pull out a map nowadays, and
Yeah.
the generation goes, "What's all that scribble?" So,
Yeah.
all right, Adam and Corey, give me them links again for your Facebook and all that stuff, and
Yeah,
where
man.
people can find you.
Yeah. So if you just one link, if you just go to everfelt.net,
Okay.
all of our social media links are at the top of the homepage. All of our live videos are everything there. Everything Everfelt is there. Our EPK, everything you want to know. All of our shows that we have coming up. Yeah, and yeah, we have some amazing shows coming up. So we're excited. We're playing February 28th at the Contrarian Concert Hall in Festus, Missouri, with Stone Wilder, Sacred Fuzz, and the Judge. It's a stoner melodic doom metal show. It's a concert hall. It's a really nice place. And then March 7th, we're playing with the First Jason Official, the First Jason Voorhees. He's got a band called the First Jason Official on March 7th at 21 Rock. We're going to be playing a show with them. And then we have so many more shows coming up. But check out the page everfelt.net, and yeah, come see us. Check us out on Spotify. We're everywhere on all the streaming platforms.
All right, Adam, Corey, thanks for coming on the show, man. Taking the time out. We'll keep spinning Everfelt here at the Metal Shop 101. And
Thanks,
best of luck
fellas.
to you guys.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, man.